Good morning and welcome back to another video, and today is another day of the 0 to Gold Cap Challenge. Now just stick around and enjoy the video. Okay, so what I said for the other day, which was a couple of days ago after we did the Dredge Leather Farm, I was like, we need to get to 500,000 gold, pretty damn sharpish. Well, we're like, something along the lines of 100 and something odd thousand gold off of getting our first 500k. So what I came up with was just rinse and repeat the Dredge Leather Farm. So I sat down, grabbed a load of augment runes and some flask of currents and the Borealis blood sausage, and now mention saying that out loud sounds well weird, but we have done the Uldum farm for 3 hours on the dot. And what we actually got was 121,349 gold's worth of materials. And we also have a sizable amount of lovely charms. I thought, why not just do both, but with the farm as well? So instead of just grinding out all of those mobs that don't drop an awful lot of gold value for the stuff, that I actually just do it with the Dredge Leather Farm, because I'm going to just do a mass load of hours and farm up a load of current content stuff. So what we got in total was 607 of the questionable meat, which is valued at 5 gold min buyout, which is pretty bad. But at the end of the day, really not overly that concerned about that. We do have a couple of crag scales and the rubbery flank, because I was going to do the Najatar one, but everyone was farming it. And then I went over to the Vale of Eternal Blossoms and everyone was farming it. So I went over to this one in Uldum and no one was farming it, even though it gives like 40k an hour for me. So the logical solution is no competition, still 40k an hour. I'm going to do that. It just makes sense. Now, aside from all of that, we also have 211 Tempest Hide, 186 Calcified Bone. We have the 14 Crag Scales and the 15 Rubbery Flank. Have got over 2,538 Dredged Leather at 33 gold and 98 silver min buyout and 35 gold market value. That's pretty damn good for the 3 hours. Pretty damn happy with all of that. And alongside all of that, we also have over 971 bloodstained bones valued at 11 gold, 95 silver, 4 min buyout, and 11 gold, 61 silver market value. We also picked up 11 gilded sea weaves for 24 gold each, and we also have a deep sea satin, which is 6 gold, so negate that one because it was only 1. And we got 7 Tidesbury linen, which is obviously the best of all of them. Now, that being the case, this farm is absolutely amazing. Loving it at the moment, and for 3 hours we're farming 121,000 gold's worth of current content stuff. I'm pretty damn happy with all of that. Just in general, it's been quite amazing. Now, obviously, I did get an increase in kill speed because I grabbed all the augment runes and all that stuff and managed to build up a nice amount of kills overall, and then I could skin and do all that jazz. So pretty damn happy on that. We also got around about 900 raw gold for the 3 hours. That's really bad, but I just wanted to note that we got about 900 raw gold, so that's at least something in your bags for killing loads and loads of hyena mobs. So overall, today has been going really, really well, and I've been very much enjoying it. I have literally been just sat here farming mindlessly on end, and if you can hear any snoring, that is my dog sat right next to me. Aside from all of that, the other few things that is pretty damn good at the moment, I am probably going to double down on a couple of flips. For the rest of the day, I'm considering doing some of the worth it ones, which are located blah 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 if we go into flipping and going into disenchanting, I'm considering doing like the Silkweed one and the Frost Rover one for gold wise. Now, aside from that, that's pretty damn good. And along with that, I also thought about this because I finished something up this morning that I want to ask your opinion on. Basically, I've just finished up, finally, because it's taken over a year for me to be bothered to actually gather up all of the soul shards. And if you know what I mean by soul shards, I've just finished the quest line for Shadowmourne on my paladin. Now, I'm a little bit torn between the two on whether I should add this in or not, because I started it last year. So if you wouldn't mind, I would like to know your opinion on that, if I should add that in. Aside from that, I still have a warrior and a death knight that still need to actually start the actual quest line. So I might just do that and, well, get those done on those two characters as well, because for obvious reasons that would get us a nice hefty amount of gold overall. So just want to know your thoughts on that, on whether we should add that in or not. But aside from all of that, 121,000 gold we will send over to Giblet. This is going to be absolutely awesome because we're going to be making a 10 ton of gold. And to be honest, I'm just overall happy with the results so far. So just going to send all this stuff over, and we shall make a great deal of gold for selling all this stuff. Obviously, we haven't actually sold the dredge leather yet, and I think that was because I placed it in the wrong group. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into the mats group for TSM, and hopefully I can get them to shift at the regular rate that they are posted at, to try and beat out the competition, to see if we can get them to move faster. So that was my question about Shadowmourne, and also let's get into the gold for the day. That being the case, let's just have a look at the mailbox for the day. Let's just grab all of our stuff from the mailbox. Yeah, I'm pretty damn happy on the way things are going and how much we're actually pulling in overall thus far. Obviously, today I don't think we're going to be gaining a lot of gold because I did the video quite late last night, so I doubt that we're going to make that much money. But yeah, 5,911 gold. We haven't sold a Vial of the Sands. We haven't sold a mount today. We did sell, however, the Highborn Compendium of Storms for 2,888 gold. We also sold another Tide Skipper, which is our second one that we actually managed to get hold of for the farming, which was 1,411 gold, and the rest of it's all just random stuff, along with our 8 gold Blight Breath. So 5,000 gold added in, and if you wanted to know about the pots, it cost me roughly around about 3,000 gold for 5 of each of the required things that I use, so like the augment runes, the flask, and all of the other bits and jazz to buff my character up for skinning, as well as the Darkmoon Firewater. Now, obviously, Darkmoon Firewater you can get hold of pretty easily if you just do your fishing farm for Darkmoon Daggermore, but obviously I was a bit lazy and just bought it straight off the auction house. So we are currently sat at 381,203 gold. We need another 120,000 gold. We need another 120,000. So we need to sell everything that we farmed today, and we will hit our 500,000 gold. And then we can work on doubling that to get our first million, and then we can double that to get our 2 million, and so on and so forth, so to speak. So if you find, the moral of the day is, if you find something that's actually working as a farm, that's a high gold per hour and it sells fast, just do that like a crazy person and you will make the gold back. Obviously your brain may go a little bit numb, so maybe take it into intervals I'm used to farming for like a few hours at a time anyway. So that being the case, guys, that is pretty much the video for the day. I just really want to know your thoughts on Shadowmourne and whether it's worth it to even start it with the other characters. I'm probably am going to start it with the alts, but I want to know if I should add the Paladins one that I just finished up this morning. If not, then I'll just start off with the other Shadowmournes. So aside from that, guys, that is pretty much all I have to say for the day. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow. Have an awesome day, guys, and I shall see you soon.